As usual, unrealistic and crazy. It's got six-figure potential. So does my cheeks. Low overheads. Cause you got no staff. There's no overheads. The fact you're asking that much just is pissing me off from the start. So I got an email today from a broker. It felt personal. It didn't feel like a mailer. And it said, got this business, it's local to you. Are you interested in like seeing the details or talking about it? I said, send it over. Yeah? Send it over. Let's see what you got to say. In my head, I thought, okay, this could be an interesting one. It's been reduced or it's back on the market or I don't know. Some story with it. And when I looked at this document, it wasn't really what I expected. In fact, I can't even find it in my emails. I think I've just deleted it straight away, absolute dog shit. Because it was a business that was shut down because of the owner's health. So it had 10 cleaning operatives, was shut down, no, a bit more than 10. It was shut down, and then what they did was they, instead of keeping it open and keeping it with, the 12 or so cleaners, and they shut it down for whatever reason, issue. And now it's just the owner and like one worker who's like on a 0 hours, not even employed contract. And they're trying to sell it, and they hold about, 5 commercial contracts. They've been renewed for another year. That's good. You've got 5 contracts renewed for a year. Cool. When I see the brochure for this, it's dog shit. And this broker are like, I don't know how this one in particular, they're all based in Bolton for some reason, how they make any money because they are bad. As usual, unrealistic and crazy. It's a bunch of contracts, not a real business. I'd offer £5,000 completion in 2 weeks. Cheeky or what? So they want 30 grand plus SAV, stock at valuation. What? You want 2 quid for the mop buckets? Okay, so 30 grand. It's an established brand apparently, even though the business is shut down. It's a ready to go website, even though the business is shut down. It's a flexible, scalable model. There is no model. It's got 6-figure potential. So does my ass cheeks. You can't tell me my ass cheeks don't have 6-figure potential. You know what I mean? Shut the fuck up. Low overheads. Cause you got no staff. There's no overheads. Fucking hell. Ridiculous. Anyways, such a weird information thing. So it was founded 4 or 5 years ago. It previously generated 6 figures. Cool. So instead of selling it at that point, you thought, let's shut it down and try and just fuck off some of the contracts. This is a really annoying situation because if I'd got a hold of the owner directly through my marketing, or they got a hold of me, we could have had a decent deal. Like genuinely, we could have potentially put something together where I could have said, look, this is the actual value of it. Don't be silly. You're not getting 30 grand for it. It's turning over around £20,000 and the net profit is £10,000. So, a 50% margin on net. Do I think that is actually the net profit? There's no VAT because it's only turning over 20 grand potentially. So, okay. There's the seller, the owner is potentially doing the work themselves with this one person. So maybe there is that kind of level of profit margin, because she's doing it herself. So it's just her time. However, realistically, the net profit, I could get 30% out of this, I reckon. So we're not a million miles off, but I just look at it like, so we're going to get about 6 grand in net profit out of this, and you want 30 grand. So 5x multiple, isn't it? Sometimes I wish I was bad at maths. I wish I had more time to think so I could call people stupid slower. You know what I mean? Because you want 30 grand for 6 grand. How many years does it take to pay that back? Like if we did that kind of calculation, 5 years. Okay, you're probably going to want 100% up front. The contracts are only renewed for 12 months. So all I'm looking at right now, is 6 grand net profit. That's why before I even did this maths, I said 5 grand. I was like, you know what? I'd chuck 5 grand in. Get an investor, put 5 grand in, or you could just use the company profits, whatever, and make 6 grand over the year with the aim of obviously continuing them for longer. But realistically, you can only base it on 12 months because all it is contracts. And it also says the business can be relocated to suit the new owner. Oh, right. So all the contracts can be brokers do my absolute tits in. Guess what else has a 6-figure potential? My tits. Yeah, that's today's business analyzed. It's not a very long video or podcast because there isn't really much to say apart from, when you're looking for businesses, when opportunities like this come up, I wouldn't just instantly turn them down. Look, if you're looking for your first business, you could have, 1.5-ish grand a month here of turnover roughly. And if you get it for like 5 grand, that's pretty good. You could spend 5 grand on Facebook ads and get nothing. So even 5 grand is a bit pushy. Like I'd say 5, but it would end up being less, like genuinely. There just isn't any, like, you know, we talk about value and you can say, well, look, they're bringing in £6,000 net profit, so there is value, sure. But, and then, you know, they haven't given any details of the contracts, who they're with, what they are, what the payment terms are, blah, 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 blah. I've just reread the email. Out of the 5 contracts, 1 has recently been renewed for another 12 months. So the others, I don't know, are going to expire in a month, in 6, in 8, they haven't been renewed. What? Now I've read that, maybe take back what I said about, actually, is there an opportunity in things? Yeah. Is this a good opportunity? No, it's absolute dog shit. To ask 30 grand for this, they're off their rocker. Like, they are honestly smoking what Snoop Dogg is smoking. Like, or Rick Ross. I've seen Rick Ross live in a club in Miami at 3 a.m. That brother was smoking. There were lots of ones being thrown and there was lots of cheap. That's Miami. So I'd give him £1,000. I've changed it. I'd give him £1,000, say, look, goodwill payment, here's £1,000, you know, F off. And I'd make sure there's a contract with warranties to get the £1,000 back if needed. I'm sorry, I would. The fact you're asking that much just is pissing me off from the start. So people, that's my M&A deal analysis for today. Not much more to say, as I said, but you know, when you get these opportunities, read the email fully, analyze them thoroughly, and just because it's not like a thing for me, and I mean, this one is dog shit, I think, for a lot of people, but just because I talk about an opportunity that isn't there for me, it doesn't mean that it's not there for you. You have to do it your way and look at your growth. You know, one of my mentees, well, would I advise him to look at this? No. But would I advise him to look at something slightly bigger? Yes. But I wouldn't necessarily touch it, but I would advise it for him. He's actually quoting for a £200,000 a year site at the moment, from all the techniques and blueprint and scripts and templates that I gave him. 200k on one site, that's massive. And he's been doing it for 3 or 4 months. He doesn't even live in the country. Lucky guy. It can be done, right? And you can acquire businesses with little to no money, which obviously I'm going to talk about on my mastermind. So, you know, click the link in bio.